Hi, this video is about Leadpages versus Clickfunnels, and why you would want to use one versus the other, under what conditions and what needs. What do they both do? What does one of them do that the other one doesn't do very well, and vice versa. And then actually what I'm using right now for essentially my whole software stack. Where am I using these? And here's a quick hint: I'm not using either one of these, but I have used both of these pretty extensively in the past. Leadpages has been a while since I've used it a lot. I picked it back up, and they have both of these have a free trial, and I tried it out, and it actually has a deal breaker, which just makes it completely unusable for me for even its primary feature, which would be its opt-ins. So let's talk about first. We'll talk about what they both do. They both do split testing, so you can you can have two different versions, and it sends half the traffic to one and half the traffic to the other, and it tells you, okay, which one gets the most opt-ins. Okay, they both kind of have their own kind of native website creation. They're both self-hosted, and they both have like themes and templates that you can pull from, which is extremely useful and pretty much required in my opinion. Leadpages has more templates. I think their templates are more modern. So I wonder if we can, let's actually go back. This is actually a test account. My old account I killed. So let's go ahead, I'll show you. So let's say we want to generate leads. I think that's going to be the primary thing. Okay, so we want to offer like a free resource. Pick your favorite high converting. We want to browse all templates. I think they have tons and tons of templates. Let's just scroll down. I don't know how long this list is. It's very long. So they have a lot of templates, and I think they look better than ClickFunnels templates. I feel like ClickFunnels has been coasting for a long time. That's my impression. Let's see if we can find, let's do like lead capture. Okay, so I only have one. Maybe they just don't have it classified. Free resource or download. Okay, so they got a bunch of these. So I can click one of these. As you can see, this is one of the ones that I clicked on. Another one. Let's find another one. Maybe we want to do this one. All right, so you can view it, and we can use this as the template. All right, so test template opt-in. All right, let's see. So it's very fast to use it, which is actually pretty important. You'd think that a second here or there doesn't matter, but it really adds up, not just for you but for your users. And Leadpages, in my experience, is faster. And this already looks pretty nice. If we click here, preview. Let's see. It's slower than it typically is. I guess I'm just previewing it, but that looks really nice to be able to do this. I actually really like this, and I kind of wish that they didn't have this deal breaker that I'm going to talk about in a second. And they're also less expensive. We'll go ahead and check out their pricing. On a monthly basis, they're $80 a month, and on an annualized basis, you get a pretty big discount. You're only looking at $50 a month. I think it ends up being about $600 for the year, which is substantially less expensive than ClickFunnels, which ClickFunnels, I don't think they have a yearly. There are different specials they run at different times where you can get kind of like 6 months of free with this offer, but you're looking at basically double the price. But to be fair, ClickFunnels tries to do more and does do more. Okay, so let's go. I'm gonna go back to my opt-in, and I want to show you what my deal breaker is with this. Let's go landing pages. Here we go. We don't want to view it. We want to just edit it. Because I really like the way that one looked, and I wished I could have done that. Okay, let's see here. So I'm going to click here, edit pop-up, and we want to do the integration. Okay, so this is something that I'm shocked that they don't have this. So when someone joins this list, it's like a form in my ConvertKit. Okay, I can't tag them independently of where they're opting in from. So yes, they could create a unique form for this on the end of ConvertKit, but I'd prefer not to have to do that. And it's pretty annoying to have to create a new form for every single opt-in. I want to create some different opt-in split tests, and I want to be able to tag them in different places depending on where I'm putting that. And so to not be able to do that on this end, which ClickFunnels does do, if we go into here, so when I'm going to connect it to ConvertKit, and I can add to a list with a tag. All right, so I can choose, okay, I'm going into this one, and then I can add some tags right? I can figure out some tech, which is actually very useful to be able to do it on this end versus the other end. Yes, there is technically a workaround, but it's quite a bit more work, and it requires going into a whole other piece of software, which, you know, again, time is money, time is energy, and you don't have to do it. But you know, if you don't feel that that's important to you, then I think that Leadpages could do a great job. Okay, ClickFunnels. So here are my issues with ClickFunnels. I feel like it's dated, not just in this back end. This does feel dated right here, in their templates. Let's go ahead and we can do the same thing we did with the other one. Let's create a new template, and maybe we create a new funnel. We want to collect emails. Test opt-in. Let's do a test here. Test. Build funnel. Okay. So this typically is slower. You can see now that wasn't that much slower than the other one. Okay, so we have email opt-in templates. A lot of people think that ClickFunnels definitely is more complicated, but I wouldn't say. I think it's marginally so. But with Leadpages, you actually get, it's much easier. It's much simpler to use, but you have less customization. The ability to edit what this looks like is substantially less than what you get with ClickFunnels, which is kind of a good thing and a bad thing. It makes sure that it's designed properly and it doesn't look ugly. But I feel like these templates most of them are pretty dated, and just generally not like super fantastic. Let's see, show email opt-in templates. So let's do preview. I mean, this looks okay. This actually isn't bad. When I look at, maybe that's a bad example. Maybe it just kind of looks bad from this angle. From these right here, that's not bad. Maybe they've upgraded them recently. I feel like overall, though, the Leadpages templates are better. So not a real deal breaker. Not the reason why I don't want to use it. But more importantly, it is somewhat buggy. I feel like it's a little bit buggier, especially when it comes to integrating with your iPhones. So they have a WordPress plugin. And in terms of where you can build like your membership site and your opt-ins and stuff like that, and you can basically make it go at your website / page, right? The problem with that is that they say, oh, it doesn't support iPhones. It's like, okay, well, what percentage of traffic on the internet are iPhones? How can you not support iPhones? That seems really ridiculous, and it seems like it should be something that would be like urgent to fix, right? Which is one of the ways I wanted to use it. And so I had a lot of issues with that. And just there's random kind of weird bugs that happen to people. Sometimes when someone buys, it doesn't actually put them in. You have to do some manual work. It doesn't always work. And on top of that, I know that Russell Brunson likes to brag that they have like the best support in the world. That's not been my experience. I wouldn't say they were terrible. There are several times when I've sent a message and haven't gotten any response, or the response has come like 5 days later, which, you know, I'm not expecting immediate response to everything, but, you know, I think within 24 hours, 98% of the time is kind of what within one business day, that's kind of what you would expect, but that's not been my experience. Another thing that a lot of people like, oh, you can share your funnels. I don't find this to be very useful. I know they think, oh, well, you know, I've got this great funnel that I've tuned and it works for me. Well, first of all, they have templates. Second of all, you still have to make it fit your message and your marketing and be congruent with your whole funnel. You can't just take somebody else's funnel and use it and expect it to work for you. You're a different person. You have a completely different marketing set. You maybe even have a completely different product. But even if you have the same exact product, you're a different person, and what works for them might not work for you, and likely won't. And there's still a lot of tweaking that you have to make. You might as well just start with a blank template and use theirs as a guide. Maybe look at it, but in terms of sharing, I think it's more of a way to do affiliate marketing. But let's go back. What was it? There's a lot of customization here in terms of I can add multiple columns. There's sort of like 3 different levels here. Let's add you got an element, a row, and then I think there's something bigger. I can't remember what it's called. Let's see if we can get it. It's like a section. Yeah, I think this is all one section. But we could add like an element here. We could add an element, and they have all sorts of different options here. And this is definitely more customizable. We can add a row. Let's add a row. Let me show you what add a row. So you can add like kind of multiple columns, and the amount of customization is significantly more than Leadpages. So that's a big. If you have things the way you really like it, or you really like it to be specifically in a specific way, then that's the way to go. And they have pre-built funnels, which is nice, which is a little bit different, a little bit more comprehensive than Leadpages, which I like. It's not like incredibly useful because you can just build independent landing pages with Leadpages and then just send the traffic there. So this is more of a visual thing. That's okay. Okay. So the reason why ClickFunnels is so popular is that there's just tons of affiliates, and they have a generous affiliate program. There's tons of powerful affiliates who like to promote it. And say that it's the bee's knees. And in my opinion, I think that's overblown. But that's not to say it's not completely bad. I'm in the process of pulling my systems out of it, but I'm not. I know some people who have built really big, super successful businesses with just ClickFunnels, and because ClickFunnels has a wide range of features. I mean, they do beyond Leadpages. I've done shopping carts with this. They can, integrates with PayPal. You can have checkout pages, which is fantastic. You can set up membership sites. Leaves a lot to be desired, but if you really need to, you can do it. And it does do opt-ins and split testing. Let me show you real quick, kind of like what I use. So if you consider this kind of be like the software stack, you got the opt-in. I use Thrive themes on my WordPress site, which is a bit, you have to have a WordPress site to use it. If I didn't, I might, I don't know. I might go back to ClickFunnels. I use ConvertKit for my email. So this is like opt in to the messaging, and then for my sales pages, Thrive themes. Again, Thrive is kind of replacing ClickFunnels in these cases. And then checkout, I'm still deciding between ThriveCart and SamCart. And then for delivery, I use Kajabi. So this, if you really, really, really wanted to, you could use ClickFunnels for everything. Probably the one thing that you really, really wouldn't want to use it for would be the email service provider. So if you go to their pricing, you can do everything but the email with this $97 per month. You could have opt-ins, you could have sales pages, you can have checkout pages, and you can even deliver it, which is pretty great if you're starting out on a budget. So in that way, I really like ClickFunnels, too many C's. And so I could totally use that, but I think it's like at all of these things, it's kind of suboptimal. It's definitely suboptimal for delivery. It's actually pretty good at the checkout. There's a lot of customization, and you can kind of integrate it with a sales page if you want. There's a lot of stuff that you can do there. It's not quite as clean or built as well as ThriveCart, SamCart. And then for sales pages, the opt-ins and sales pages are what, like ClickFunnels, I think that's what it's primarily built for. So they do that pretty well. Again, I think that Leadpages would probably be better overall for most people for these two. But again, ClickFunnels could do all of these. And so this is but what I did when I first started my information business was I did use ClickFunnels for this, and for this. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, let me rephrase that. If you have to go with that, then that's fine. It's not great, especially on the delivery. That's really, really do not like the delivery. And then just generally kind of like the bugginess of ClickFunnels, I'm not a fan of. And it just does, again, it feels kind of like they're coasting. Like they've got things that they've said that they would do for a long time, and it just hasn't gotten done. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Do you like ClickFunnels or Leadpages or something else? Do you think I'm an idiot for not using ClickFunnels? There's a lot of people, they're real big fans of ClickFunnels, which, understandable. Russell Brunson's a very good promoter. A lot of people are big fans of Leadpages. What do you like? What do you not like? I'd like to know in the comments. And if you like this video, please like it and subscribe for more videos like it. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye.